What's up, guys? Baker here. I have a tutorial today about text using Trapcode form, and it's essentially like this text explosion effect in this video. Kind of explodes and kind of wiggles like smoke almost, so cool smoke effect. And let's just jump straight into it real quick. So we'll make a new comp, and this can be in your main comp or whatever, and call it stuff and stuff. So basically, this is going to be in our, let's just say this is our main comp, right? What you want to do is make a new comp and call this text, and because our text needs to be pre-composed essentially. So we'll just type in some text like Baker, and you can use this. Not sure how thick looking font looks, but I've felt thinner fonts like this do look a little bit better, so I don't know, up to you, and just mess around and play with it and stuff. But let's just say that's all the text I want, and we need it to be see-through like this, so see-through and text. So what we're going to do is go into our stuff, our main comp, bring out the text layer, and so let's say we have our text and we can animate it, whatever. And then you want to trim it at some point where you want it to explode. So we'll make a new solid. We'll call this the form text, and just go ahead and trim it the other side. And the trim shortcuts are Alt begin bracket and Alt end bracket for these two. So anyways, so we're in our text, form text, and we're going to use Trapcode form. This is a third-party plugin, so go ahead and find your way around that and go check it out and stuff. So we get some particles here, zoom in, and it's pretty sweet, and we're done. Alright, just kidding. We're gonna go to base form and first change our size to 1280 by 720, essentially the same exact size as our comp. And the particles in Z we're gonna set to 1. So we just get a nice looking grid all the way across our composition. We're going to go down, close this, and go to layer maps. Open this up, and I'm just going to collapse these really quick so it doesn't look like we have a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to go to color and alpha, choose our custom layer, our text layer. We're going to use RGB-A, which is our alpha channel, and colors. So we're going to map over X and Y, and now you can kind of see get some text, but it's not really filled in, so we're going to go to base form. We're going to punch up the particles in X and Y. Instead of 70, let's just start with 1280 in the X and 720 in the Y. So essentially we have one particle per pixel in this case, and we can change the particle settings like the sphere feather or the size. We can bump this up, but we start to lose our sharpness. So I'm going to start with 1 or 2, just so we get you know, 1 particle per pixel and stuff. And so let's just check this out. So it goes from regular text to our form text, and what we can do here is go into the disperse settings, I believe. Maybe not. What was it? Let's see. What does disperse do again? Yeah, I don't want that. We're going to go into the fractal field. That's probably what it is. Okay. And we're going to go right when it splits and stuff. And we are going to keyframe the displace, I believe. So let's see what this looks like. There we go. There's our smoky effect. So I'm going to go ahead and keyframe the displace right here. Move forward maybe 2 seconds. And I need to crank this up a lot. So I want this to be really out there, up to 1,000. I think I use pretty close to 1,000. I'm just going, oops, 1,000. So get some nice spreading. The only thing I don't like is let me turn down this resolution. It kind of wiggles a lot, and you can go for that if you want, but to get rid of that, I'm going to change the flow evolution down to something small like 5. So it'll essentially just explode and kind of keep going in that direction as if it had momentum and it wasn't wiggling. And the 5, the very small evolution, makes it kind of wiggle as if there was a little bit of air or something. So I also want to push U and go to our displace, go to graph editor, and instead of just a constant displace, I want to click the first keyframe, easy ease out, but bring this up this way so that it shoots out fast and then it gradually slows down, something like this. So it goes shoots out fast, so a very nice explosion and then slows down afterwards. Another thing I can do to make it a little less dotty, you can increase the base form, increase the particles, but then that gets a lot slower. You can just add a simple, I don't know, vector blur. I used CC vector blur, and we're going to change the lightness to alpha channel and turn the mount up to 15. Oops, 15. So you can kind of get this look, or you can change natural to perpendicular, kind of get a different smoky look, and maybe just use a little bit of curves to punch up the color. So we're going to go to alpha, pump up the alpha. There we go. So that's our kind of smoke. Another thing you can do is make a quick adjustment layer, add some slight twitch. So I'll go right when it splits, right here in the middle, keyframe it at 100, go backwards just a few frames, down to 0, a few frames afterwards, down to 0. So now we have 3 keyframes. And we'll go back to the middle and we can turn on some slide, some scale, maybe a little bit of light, and we'll go to operator controls, and I want to turn the slide down just a little bit so it'll just kind of shake and kind of snap it to make it explode. That's what I was kind of going for. And explodes out, and I think that looks pretty cool. So I don't know about you. And the other example I want to show you real quick is my Agony OCE, or there's a bunch of particles and it comes together into this. What you do here is just take a still frame of your clip and mask it out, and that's what you're going to have pre-composed in your text layer. So you're going to have, you know, the gun down here, and it's going to be see-through. That's what the mask is for. And then it's exactly the same, except now you're going backwards. So the displace value right here, the parameter, you're going to keyframe it from something high to something low. And I actually use a 3D camera in the beginning, so you can actually, if you have a cinematic and you motion tracked it or something, you have a real 3D camera, you can go ahead and you know, rotate around these particles, because this is in 3D space. You can kind of see that. And I think that might look kind of cool if you want, you know, 3D tracked text. So, I don't know. Just think about it, mess it around. But that is the essentials of using Trapcode form and text. You have a custom pre-composed text layer. You cut off the RGB alpha using the layer maps, and then just kind of displace it, make it look like smoke, and it's pretty sweet. So go ahead, like, comment, favorite, share, whatever you want. Check me out on Facebook or Twitter, talk to me up there, things like that, and let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any questions and stuff. So yeah, that's about it. Peace.